Hey, what's guys, Riff here. So today we're talking about a new VTuber controversy involving a former VShojo talent. Now, of course, saying former VShojo talent is basically saying anyone who's worked with VShojo because, well, that VTuber agency has collapsed. But over the past couple of days, there's been a lot of drama involving this person right here, the former VShojo talent Zentreya, who's been accused of some very serious crimes, some social mores, if you will. Zentreya has been accused of being a Nazi. That's right, Zentreya, of all people, has been accused of being a Nazi. Now, why would anyone accuse of this non-problematic figure of being a Nazi? Well, her recent previews of her updated model include a military uniform like this. That's it. Apparently, having a military uniform means you're a Nazi. Welcome to 2025, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is all the proof you need to cancel someone's life. You just need to have a VTuber model with a military uniform. Now, she's being canceled across Blue Sky and Twitter, but let's get a quick preview. This is from Blue Sky. This person saying, I literally never heard of Zentreya before this thread, and I just heard of her name. And I'm immediately treated to a picture of what sure looks like a VTuber anime Nazi. How was this even up for debate? I'm glad lunatics like this just basically appropriated military uniforms to Nazism. They believe anyone who has a military uniform must be a Nazi. That is absolutely insane. Also, fake fan, Zentreya has had a military uniform with her model for like a decade at this point. This is from like 10 years ago. So, welcome to the Zentreya fan base. But Parrot describes this whole situation very well. Zen attacked by random nobodies from the depths of Twitter and Blue Sky over her outfit having similarities to a Nazi military uniform. She might delete the outfit altogether because of the hate towards her and her friends. Yup. She's being harassed over this outfit to the point of her friends being harassed, and she might actually consider removing the outfit. Here is the related tweet from Zentreya. She's been responding to a lot of people. Big mistake. Like, no qualms with her, okay? I understand. It's really hard to not respond to idiots on Twitter, but she's been responding too much. But here's her statement on the situation saying, I'm done. I'm so tired. I just wanted to have an awesome end of the year. I've been through so much and you kicked me while I was about to get back up. I've tried to fix things. I will go back and see what can be changed or if I should scrap the entire model. It's not worth losing friends. I'm sorry. If you're losing friends over a VTuber outfit, not your real friends. Like, the best advice I can give is cut those people out. Anyone who's going to cut you off as a friend over having a military uniform with your VTuber model, no. Touch grass, find people in real life, try to associate with more people in real life and your local community over people online, because this is a terminally online situation. But anyways, I left this reply saying, changing any aspect of your model in response to feign outrage would be a mistake. Ignore the screeching 0.1% of your audience who finds offense over an outfit. Filtering them is the best thing you could do at this point. Nobody should cater to these unwell individuals. I think that's fair, right? But we had some weirdos saying, no one should ever listen to a grown man with a child avatar like you. Well, first of all, if you look at what I'm doing right here, this model, and you think of children in real life, you're a weirdo. You're weird. You're very weird. Projection. But of course, this person policing people over fictional content. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Your likes may not be public anymore, but your retweets are. You furry. Yeah. Scale back the judgment over fictional content before you're posting furry porn. Okay, buddy? Okay, thanks. Anyways, here's another person entering the fray. A goblin VTuber named Pudge. I don't know. But the only thing I know is that they have him blocked. And that's not a good start, okay? It's a pretty good indicator that whatever I'm about to see is going to be terrible. So, they quoted someone defending Zentreya saying basically, having a military uniform is not an endorsement of Nazi Germany, okay? So they say, I want to expand on this. I'm a professional costume designer. Blah, 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 blah. Well, they got noted saying peak cap existed in the 1800s. The first appearance of peak cap in military uniform is on the 1811 by the Russian military. So this person got noted. The professional costume designer doesn't know their own history. Well, thanks. But Zentreya would respond saying, I didn't know Nazis showed off their bazungas or had hip-lengthened skirts or had a cape with fur. And this person named Catnips said, holy F, take the L, admit you made a mistake and change the gosh darn outfit. And Zentreya said, thank you for defending yourself, by the way. The only mistake I made was apologizing apparently because, holy S, what was the point? I'm backing up. Hold up. Zentreya, you're never going to watch this, but you get it. You understand now, okay? There's no point in apologizing to these people. They'll never be happy. You can ratio people on Twitter. You can make very thoughtful and caring responses, but they don't care. And this person, Sunless, saying, you didn't apologize for the outfit. No one wants you to. You apologize for using wrongful terminology when you were heated. You're conflating two different things and retracting your apology. And Zentreya says, I'm not retracting. I said, what was the point? You people are genuinely baffling. And the Sunless person says, fine, not retracting, but you are undermining the apology you gave when you are now saying what was the point and the only mistake I made, and quote, it's the action of taking back the apology sincerely, even if the words remain. So let's start with the Catnips individual, saying today I learned that VTuber fanatics are the saddest, angriest, most hateful people on the internet. I and others were called slurs, threatened, and doxxed over opinions on whether an outfit was appropriate. These people are parasocial and deranged. Just worry about yourself, man. I'm just saying. But of course, you see the arguments here in this Sunless individual who is bragging about being blocked by Kitsu, a VTuber I respect. And they said, I didn't even say she was a Nazi or a sympathizer of one. I just pointed out her defense didn't help anyone at all. Well, people like you label everyone a Nazi because you want them to be harmed. I think that's very obvious. You don't actually believe people like Kitsu are a Nazi. You just want to label them one so they're dehumanized and you can harass them and people can threaten them without any sort of a regret. It happens over and over and over again. But wait! The Podge individual says they've lost their faith in humanity. Wow. Well, limiting the replies. That's crazy. Well, they also said, today, I've had people try to dox me, distribute revenge poo-tang of me, and threaten me because they don't agree with my insight. And this proposed note said, the so-called revenge poontang is literally just the things this person posted herself on Fansly, an adult website. Same case with the quote-unquote docs too. As it's just her face, she posted herself on her Fansly. Introducing the next person, Roku. These are all deleted, by the way. Quoting Zentreya saying, this is a grown-ass adult doing edgy, introspective, vague posting because their hat is a one-to-one copy of the Nazi uniform on their new outfit, by the way. One must wonder why it's such an issue to change it, if looking like the thing it looks like wasn't the point. And they said, rolling on the floor laughing, farming drama off of you. Oh, honey. First of all, anyone who calls a stranger online honey or anything like that, you're weird. You are weird. Okay? Anyways. Oh, honey, you think way too highly of yourself. And Zentreya said in response, don't call me honey, you effing weirding ass F. Go off. I don't know you like that, and here you are still yapping away because God knows things your 2 minutes of fame. Dang. And continuing on, the Roku individual says, and yeah, it's totally unintentional when it's a one-to-one copyright, and your community are calling people homophobic slurs for calling you out. In quotes, woke people are snowflakes, end quote. You outed yourself and you're panicking. What a way to fall. 19 comments, by the way. Zentreya said, you dumb effing stuff. There's literally a effing thread on the artist where we got inspiration from anime, and I'm not panicking. I'm effing pissed. Dipstuffs like you can't comprehend basic situational awareness when I address the situation, so you feed off of it, hoping to grasp at something, anything. My community, when I've already made a statement regarding this multiple times, and you're the one insisting this effing conversation, and I will still be here raising thousands of dollars when you're scrounging away at your desk, trying to farm drama for one like. You know what? She's right. Zentreya is right. Guys, stand up. In this screenshot, 1 like. So true. So true. But yeah, thanks to Able Clips for getting these screenshots, because all those related replies are deleted. Thank you for screenshotting those. But anyways, here's another funny coming out of the situation. Powder, the VTuber, saying, my Warhammer outfit. Referring to this, clearly Nazi propaganda. And this person saying Powder, or whatever her name is, unapologetically having a whole SS uniform on. But nah, let's dogpile on Zentreya instead. And they got hit with a note. An official note saying the outfit is a Commissar uniform from Warhammer 40,000, not an SS uniform. Guys, a little behind the scenes moment. I kicked back the chair to do the applause. I'm on my knees. And I'm done. I'm done, folks. This whole situation is crazy. Zentreya, of all people, is being accused of being a Nazi. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comments section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.